Soei? Oh. Benimaru! Wait, the brothers? Hey everyone, I'm going to react to That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. I guess it's a movie. I don't know the movie's title or anything. Like after the last episode ended and I clicked on the next episode, I'm seeing it's like a 1 hour and 48-minute thing, and then there was a comment that told me that there was a movie in between there, so I'm assuming this was the movie. I just don't know what the title of the movie is, so yeah, maybe they're gonna say when like after I start playing this thing they're gonna display it, you know. Ever since, you know, last season. I'm saying last season because it's been a while since I actually sat down to react to anything. That time I got reincarnated as a slime, because like the way things were going last season, like I sat down one day to react to like a whole bunch of episodes until the very end because I just couldn't wait. So after I did all of that, I haven't watched any episode. I've just been like editing and posting it week by week, you know. So I haven't. It's been weeks since I've seen anything. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. So I don't know what this movie is gonna be about, but I'm excited. I love these people. So yeah. Before we get into this one, if you guys have a reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/filmmini if you want to see the full length to this movie. Yeah, check it out there. And okay. Let's start this. I was about to say let's start this episode. Let's start this movie, and here we go.
Okay, guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comments in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
Who you be? Why does that look like Benimaru's people, the way they used to be look or something? I'm saying it because of the horn that's on his forehead. I'm not saying it's Benimaru, but maybe from his their people. So is he the only one left? He's about to fall. Is this in the past or is it a present thing? Wow. Maybe the guy is super strong because he's been fighting all these people for so long. Whose blood is that? Ugh. So I was right, he's an ogre. What was his name again? So this was in the past, clearly. Clearly this guy's gonna win. And he was still alive. So he probably did some kind of course. Trying to remember his name. Yamza. Who will be that? I'm going through my mind trying to see if this type person reminds me of somebody. So it was her on the crystal wall. Oh, she named him? Did she just name him? Hiiro. Oh yeah, because I don't think they used. Did they used to have names? I don't know. What? I'm trying to remember if Benimaru and the others had names before. What happened? Wait, did their sort of like life forces, so the other people are dead, and they sort of like fuse to like sort of like revive him? Is that what happened?
私たちには深手を負ったあなたたちを治す術がありませんでした。私の生命力では
Okay, so that's what
名
happened.
付けを行うことは難しく。
あいつら、俺の仲間は。オーガの里へ帰るつもりか。何度もうなされておったからの。
眠っていたのです。10日もの間。
Is what was gonna happen happened already? Because he said they needed to warn the village or something? Tell the village or something or other? Is he gonna try to use that dragon and whatnot to fly? Yep. That's what I thought. It's too late. Who's that baby Shion? Shion! Shuna! Right? I'm not mistaken, right? Benimaru? Right. That was Benimaru, right? The red hair, short hair. Wait a sec. If that's the case, then this should not be that far in the past, right? This should be happening sometimes before Shion and the others met Rimuru, right? No, you haven't. Is he gonna be sort of like the villain of this movie? Like he thinks his friends died.
いえ、あれを
Then now he could. I feel like the Scarlet Bond. So that's the title of the movie, the Scarlet Bond. Go there. Oh, for you. Dismount. Are you not gonna dismount? And the orcs are now here. I feel like I can see where this thing is going. Was that a Hiiro?
ゲルド殿が襲撃されていると知らせが入った。
嘘！敵っすか？助けに向かって！英雄ヨウムとディアブロを送り出したけど、本当に大丈夫かな？やりすぎなきゃいいけど。リムル様？あ、うまい。
落ち着きます。
So is this happening after they came back from what Portuguese?
どうしたシオン？
先日リムル様からレシピを伺った。
Well, at least now they can taste how bad it is. The way she just sidestepped her.
待てシオン、何か森の方で異変を感じる。逃げて。いや、行ってみよう。
森でゲルドが襲撃されております。
ほらやっぱり。では行くぞ。襲撃されてる？
He's about to see his friends. But will his rage and whatnot be appeased? Or will he feel even more betrayed because he'll feel like because he'll feel like they sort of like betrayed the ogres by joining forces with the orcs.
この形王が敵と言ったな。やはりオーガロン。
That just pissed him off. He's not gonna move. He's gonna let it go. Is Rimuru gonna stop it? Who's gonna stop it? Are you gonna stop yourself? Are you not gonna see? Soei? Who? Benimaru! Wait, the brothers?
まさかお前若これは夢か
Okay.
お前こそどうして里は滅んだはずああだが生き延びた夢にしちゃできすぎてる俺もだヒーローそれが俺の名だヒーローそうか兄者もネームドになったのか戸を滅ぼした多くをかばうとどういうわけだ話せば長くなるが和解したのさ仲間だと
Eh.
多くはもはや仇ではないのだろう
That was quick.
礼を詫びよう心から
兄者まさか
それにお師匠も
兄様
おお立派になったね
Aww. Look at those three crying in the background.
なるほどヒーローさんはオーガの里での幼馴染だったのか
はい俺たちの兄貴的な存在でした本当の兄貴みたいなもんなんですあの折れた角だって俺をかばって受けた傷ですから
そうか男の勲章ってやつだな
俺が負けたこともあったろ里の若手で一番強かったべだから傭兵として出稼ぎに出たんだべそんな時オーガの里が襲撃されると知って軍を脱走したんだしかし
兄様
遭遇戦で瀕死だった俺をラージャ小和国の女王トワ様が救ってくれたんだそれで今は彼女に仕えているトワ様は文字通り身を削って国のため民のために動かれている
She gonna die. But I'm like, this soundtrack or whatever is making me feel sad. What are those? What are those? What are those?
と同じように呪いに全身を侵されてしまうじゃろう。
Hmm.
このティアラから守ることができる。だが、
But it kills the.
象としてティアラにかけられている呪毒を受けてしまう。じゃが、あらゆる薬を試しても呪毒には効果がなかったのじゃ。
And Rimuru's gonna come to the rescue, right?
輸入もできず民を食わせることもままならぬ。
Or there's gonna be an alliance between this kingdom and Rimuru?
ジュラの大森林を開墾するというのはどうだあの森をかの暴風竜ベルドラ様が守護する森を侵すなど正気の沙汰ではないわじゃあこのままトワ様が一人で苦しんでいればいいとでも言うのか緊急のご中心ジュラの大森林に侵攻したファルブス王国軍がテンペストという国と戦になり全滅したとの報告ですテンペスト王国軍の死体を糧に暴風竜ベルドラが復活したと
Oh my god, look at the way they dress. They made Rimuru look like a villain.
名手リムルまっすぐ事情を話せば開墾の許可も悪いわ
So that's why he went there and then he found Geld.
じゃあ追加の情報を聞かせておこう。
追加？
俺は魔王になった。
クレイマンのやつを倒して他の魔王にも認められたんです。
So it was after Walpurgis. Okay.
なあベルトラ。
うん。
森に立ち入ったらダメ。
I didn't even notice he was there.
知らんよ。
だってさ。
ベル？
ドラ？
暴風竜ベルドラである。想像しくせぬのなら勝手に森に入るがよかろう。
降りたってことでもう心配は。なんで知らせてくれないのだ。
Hi, girl. I love people's reactions when they see him interact with all these giants.
ジュラ・テンペスト連邦国の名手リムル・テンペスト殿に正式にお願いしたい。恩人であるトワ様とトワ様が大切になさっている民を救いたい。どうかラージャのためにも力を貸していただきたい。リムル様、俺からもお願いします。
私からも頼まれなくたって力を貸すさ。トワさんは国民思いの人みたいだし、ラージャって国も見てみたい。一度お見舞いがてらトワさんに。
Look at Milim just like all over the place. So what's going on?
ご厚情感謝する。
Okay, I'm glad that at least, you know, Hiiro is not, it's not gonna be a villain, like I said at the beginning. Like he's not gonna be antagonistic toward our people. It is. That's so beautiful. Do not give them your food. No. Look at the eyes of the dragon. That's gonna tell you something.
ジュラテンペスト連邦国の名手リムル・テンペスト殿だ。
ご足労いただきありがとうございます。
There's gonna be something fishy going on in this kingdom.
大規模な開墾となると専門家が必要ですな。
We got plenty. Oh my gosh. I know who that is. Ramirez.
ああ、大丈夫大丈夫。知り合いですから。トレイニーさん、どうしてここに？
トレイにうちにお目にかかれるとはありがたやありがたや。メイドへのいい土産。
I can now die happy.
今いいところなんじゃ。
なに？ちょっとリムル、ゴンサラに説明してよ。こちらはミリス様でーす。トレイ兄ちゃんより偉いんだからね。
ベルドラ様にトレイニー様。
I know, right? He knows people.
女王様がお目覚めになりましたぞ。
ぜひトワ様に。
あ、
Quite the look.
ようこそ遠路はるばる。すみません、このような格好で。
いきなり来た魔物を信じろって言っても無理かもしれないけど。
信じます。
そんな簡単じゃあ少し調べさせてもらっていいかな。
Let's take a look at that tiara. It's the source of the problem.
確かにとんでもない力を感じるな。
わかりますか？このティアラがあるから国や民を守ることができるのです。
ティアラの呪毒解除は不可能です。呪いをかけた術者でなければ解除することはできません。
そうか。
本人の生命力によって呪毒に抵抗可能です。小療法を推奨します。需要競争薬として蜂蜜を摂取させてください。
That's why what was the begin? What were the names? The bee and the.
蝶と言っていい一品だから毎食後にスプーン1杯分くらい食べるようにしてくれ。
ですが、 この力を使わねば民たちが鉱山の毒で
Rimuru will find a way to get rid of it. Yeah.
何百年にもわたった採掘の影響で鉱山の毒がこの湖に流れ込んでくるだよね、トワさん。はい。リムル様なら鉱山全体の毒を取り除き湖の水を完全に浄化することができるのではないですか？ああ、この国に着いた時、
国自然界にはありえない蘇生の毒です。
Is it man-made?
この湖に溶け込んでいるのは鉱山の毒ではなく
Why am I always so excited when I see him do things, man? What is it? He parted the seas. What is that? Is that a magic circle?
食らいつくぜ、ベルゼンビュート。
国毒の浄化完了しました。
よし。
Arc-en-ciel.
なぜお前が自慢げなんだ。
He's always proud.
ベニマル、私はリムル様の第一秘書ですよ。古いもののようだったからな。ティアラの呪力と同じ術者によるものだとは思うが。
リムル殿、大したもてなしはできないが、せめてもの感謝を捧げたい。いずれは。
ああ、貸しはいつか返してもらうよ。だからさ、今後もラージャと交流を続けてもいいかな。ここのみんなと今後も仲良くしたい。ダメかな。
Of course it's okay.
アニュちゃんも飲みましょう。
おいおい。
Girl, you drink too much.
それじゃあちょっと。
What's with the face? Why is she sad?
いただいた蜂蜜のおかげでどんどん元気になってきました。何から何まで。
Zegion and a Hanfalon.
私はリムル様が羨ましいです。同じ国家元首でありながら本音を隠さず仲間と過ごしているあなた様がこの方なら信用できると思ったのです。彼を助けたら、仲間になってくれたら。
名前をつけたからって心までは縛れないって。俺の仲間たちだってさ、俺に向かって言いたい放題好き放題してるんだから。ま
Who are you?
湖が浄化されている。
Is he behind what's happening?
おや、これはラキアだな。モブシ様、ご無沙汰しております。10日ほどいろいろあってな。その話は夜にでもゆっくりと。では後ほど。
Was he behind the curse on this kingdom, or is he just taking advantage?
あの方の望みを叶えてこそ、私の地位も高まるというもの。
Fulfilling her wish.
必要なのは混沌と悲劇。
お前さ、いちいち帰ってこなくても思念伝達で報告してくれていいんだぞ。
Nah, he wants to be in your presence.
何をおっしゃいますか、リムル様。このディアブロ、おそばに駆けつけることなど手間でも何でもございません。
この命、この身が滅びようとも今度こそ俺が仲間を守り抜いてみせる。
I don't like this. The fact that he said if he was gonna give everything, even his life or something or other.
俺たちやリムル様もいるってことを忘れるなよ。ああ。
And with that guy planning whatever.
倒れた？
湖が急に瘴気を発するほどに毒されて。
妙な魔法陣とは。
湖の底に書かれていたずいぶん古そうなものでした。
ほう。
He knows what it is.
隣国の軍隊が動き出したという情報が入って、もうみんなパニックで。
偶然にしては
Mm-hmm.
できすぎていると。
その通りだ。
私も
No,
今
you aren't. No, you aren't.
あのちくわんという医者、本当に今まで治療していたのか？引っかかることが多すぎる。
No, I asked myself. I'm asking myself that question.
ラジャをなんで狙うのか探ってくれ。
早急に行くぞ。
はい。
Was the way when he said that she was feeling better, and then the way he was looking at them and whatnot.
今の状態ではここから動くことは
Chikuwan. Is Chikuwan and Lacua whatever working together?
あなたはあなたのしたいようにしていいのですよ。
何をおっしゃって。
When she said you are free to do whatever you want, is she thinking since he found his people that he's free to go with them or something?
あなたが苦しまなきゃならねえんだ。
けど俺はトワさんを信用してラージャにつこうと思う。みんなの力を貸してほしい。ベルドラ。
どうせ我は留守番なのだろう。やはりな。大船に乗ったつもりで我に任せておくがよい。
お許しいただけるのなら、私が出向いて呪いを解くよう交渉いたしますが。
Negotiate.
頼むぞディアブロ。
どうすれば断ち切る。
ヒーロー様、女王陛下をお救いすることができるかもしれないというお話なのですが、
どういうことだ、聞かせろ。
魂を別の体に移す、つまり体を乗り換えるという秘術が、女王様とヒーロー様のように名付けによって魂が結びついたお二人であればうまくいくのではないでしょうか。
俺の体、救ってもらったこの命をトワ様に渡せるということか。すぐに取り掛かってくれ。
ご自分を犠牲に、その美しき心、このラキは感服。
What is this gonna do? Clearly it's not gonna be good.
に服用していただきたく存じます。
わかった。妙な気分だ。
オーブの力が体に馴染むまでの辛抱です。
Why do people just trust people and consult other people and stuff? Like, you know, Rimuru. You could have talked about this with Rimuru and he would have told you whether this is a good idea or not. But then you just went ahead. I know you want to sit. Transporto. So cool.
リムル殿。
モブジさん、大臣さん。
陛下のお姿が見えないのですじゃ。
なんだって？
体調も見当たらないようです。
トワ様、安心してください。
リムル様、よろしいですか。
ソエ、どうした？らにも聞こえるようにするから。よし。
隣国ですが、ラージャに眠っている巨大な金鉱脈を狙っているようです。
金鉱脈？
嘘をつくと承知せぬぞ。
ランガ、この人たちは嘘をついていない。もしもそんなものがあったら、ジュラの森を開墾しようとは思わないだろうさ。
主、匂いが。
この先か。
Can you hurry up?
ヒーロー、これは。
もらった命を返したい。
ヒーロー様は女王陛下のためにその身を捧げられるのです。
許しません。私は絶対
トワ様、
生きるのです。あなたは仲間たちの分まで、私の分まで。
儀式を始めてくれ。
早いシーンなのでつい歓声を上げてしまい、楽しい、嬉しい、はは。おお、これであのお方も喜んでくれるでしょう。
She? Would that be the person that cursed the tiara?
騙したのか。はは、おかしい。確かに飲んだのは力の秘宝です。陛下はきっと全力でティアラの魔力をお使いになることでしょう。そして降り注ぐでしょう。あのお方の拍手が、ご褒美が福音のように。貴様、恥をかわせオーブ。思い出してください、ヒーロー様。まだ意識があるうちに里を踏みしだかれた絶望、仲間を失った悲しみを。
ヒーロ
陛下、このままで良いのですか。
Good.
お待たせ。
その姿、どうしたヒーロー。たびたび邪魔しよって。
おい。
Okay.
頼んだぞ。シナ、トワさんを頼む。はい。
Kind of feels like you're going on a go-kart thing down the tracks and stuff.
リムさん、隣国の軍勢が進撃を開始しました。
限り殺さないように。ただしどうしようもない時は自分の身の安全を優先するんだぞ。
Exactly. Is she a progenitor?
ビオレ。今後はノワールではなくディアブロと呼ぶ。
名前を。自慢はいいからさっさと要件を言ってくれない。
ラージャ小和国のことで聞きたいことがありましてね。
君がそんなことを気にするのさ。
教えてやってもいいですが、あの国から手を引くのが条件です。
嫌だね。
なぜ？
Are we gonna hear why?
だってあそこの家系は僕のお気に入りだからね。
お気に入り？
美味しそうな感情を感じてさ、気まぐれに行ってみたんだよ。そしたら女王なんて言ったと思う？
興味ありませんね。
の国を救う力が欲しいって言うから少し遊んであげることにしたんだ。
覚悟とは一体？
僕とゲームをする覚悟さ。
ゲーム？
そうだよ。願いが大きければ大きいほど呪縛は侵食していくよ。どうする？そうなれば僕の勝ち。僕はよりしろを手に入れてこの世に権限できるってわけ。お、すごくいい子みたいじゃない？呪毒がいい感じに馴染んでるみたいだし、もうそろそろよりしろとして完成すると思うんだよね。
正式な契約だったとに問題を起こさせてティアラを使わざるを得ない状況に追いやっているのでは。
なんなの？僕を侮辱する気？
お前がラージャ小和国から手を引くなら私からは何も言わずにおいてやろう。
は？
私がこうして丁寧に頼んでいるのに。
どこが丁寧なんだか。
Is there about to be a battle between these two?
それに前々から君のことを鬱陶しいと思っていたんだよね。
それはお互い様でしょう。
かかってこい。親玉のお出ましか。
なんか強くなってない？
Yep.
安心しなさい。 あなたと同じ程度の力しか出していません。
どう？
I'm not worried.
ヒルスティックバニッシュの味は。
Why are you laughing?
ハンデとして食らってあげたのですがね。そろそろ限界のようです。
限界？これくらいなんてことない。何？邪魔する気？
お嬢様、ここまでです。
お嬢様、ご報告が。
今それどころじゃないのわかるよね。
ディアブロ様がおっしゃっていたように、ラキアメが勝手な振る舞いを。
僕たちの契約に汚点ができちゃった。これじゃあ興ざめだね。
はい、残念ながら契約は破棄すべきかと。
ラージャから手を引くなら今回は見逃して差し上げますよ。
その上から目線、本当に嫌味な性格してるよね。ところでさ、そのディアブロって名前誰にもらったの？
意図尊きお方ですよ。またの機会にじっくりと語り聞かせて差し上げますよ。
リムルね。じゃ。
そんな様になっても魂はどこまでもヒーローらしい。新山の魔王ごときが貴様が暴風竜ベルドラの意を借りてるだけだと。
Oh my gosh.
飛べるのかよ。っていうかあいつ悪魔だったってわけか。今です、父様。
Oh, he's still in there.
これ以上は被害が大きくなるばかりだ。今日だろう、加勢しますじゃ。
お前も仲間だったってわけか、やぶ医者。道理でprinciが見られないわけだ。
犬津兵ごとき、わしの敵ではないのじゃ。
Rimuru's people are no mere people. Okay?
で、ラキュアとやら、お前も同じ目に遭うってことで、いいんだよな。
I'm about to say, does he even need all of that? Cause he just builds above him, but I'm like, nah, you don't want that thing inside of you. I feel like Benimaru is not going 100% because that's his friend. I mean, you can't tell me that the form that Hiiro is as right now is stronger than Charybdis, you know. Yes, she will.
あの方？
我が主にかかればお前ごときスライムなだ。
ねえラキュアさ、君ってば名前を得て受肉したからって好き放題やってくれたみたいだね。
まさか
誰が余計な真似をしろって命令したのかな。僕監視しろとしか言ってないよね。たく興ざめだよ、バカのせいでさ。
私はただ力を得て。
いらないから自分のしでかしたことの責任は取ってよね。その様子だとどうやら見捨てられたようだな。
クソがどうせやられるなら死なばもらたま。
Is that another curse orb? Are those the people from the other nation? I don't know. Sure. I was expecting that. There goes your nuclear flame or whatever. Bye bye. Charlie. Don't destroy the bridge. See, I knew he was holding back. And they destroyed the bridge. Do not kill yourself. Was he just destroying the core inside of him? He better not die. Rimuru, do something, please.
カースオーブを使った代償です。効果はありません。
兄者、シュナ、お前を本当の妹のように思っていたよ。トワ様、最後に心から使えるべき幸せ。
そばを離れることなど。アグリーティアラよ。奇跡を。
Wait, is that Queen Violet or whatever? Now she offering her body or whatever to Violet or something or other. What just happened?
契約破棄はこちらの落ち度だから。今まで楽しませてもらったお礼も込めて、少しばかりお詫びを奮発しとくね。
Okay. Now, is he gonna tell him about him being noir? Oh, but they needed to make the weapons and stuff. What happened? Oh my god, these two. Were they fighting? Oh, you can have stop these two. Sorry. No more, honey. Let me see if there's gonna be some kind of after credit. I don't see it. It's just gonna be credits, credits, and credits. Yeah, okay. This movie was fun. You know, when you know how sometimes you will see, okay, there's a movie, there's something in between seasons that you can watch, and then it's sort of like by the end of it, it sort of like has no consequence on what's gonna be happening after in the next season or something or other like that. In the back of my mind, I was asking myself if this was gonna be one of those things, you know, especially with Hiiro being introduced, and I'm like, okay, I was getting worried that if it's not gonna have any, like I was saying, if this movie was not gonna have any kind of consequence after on season 3 and whatnot, then that would mean that Hiiro was gonna die. Like in the back of my mind, I had that playing in the back of my mind. So when we got introduced to him, he lost his people. He was at the graveside saying things about, giving his life to protect his comrades and his people and whatnot. And I'm like, wait, don't tell me he's gonna die. You go to the fight scenes, the end there, where he punched himself, crushed the core, the orb, cursed orb, the orb. And then I'm like, is he dying? And then you see him crumbling. And then Raphael is like, the full potion is not gonna do anything. That's the price he has to pay. And I'm like, so this is gonna be that kind of movie. This is gonna be that kind of inconsequential thing, But then it wasn't, thankfully, because what was it? Raja is the kingdom. Towa brought her back, and she sacrificed herself, and then Violet brought her back. So yay, everything's honky dory, good ending, which I love. I love me happy endings. I don't like when things like, no, don't have a happy ending. I don't like it. So the fact that this had it, I'm super happy. So now I'm wondering, is Hiiro, since the kingdom of Raja and Hiiro and them and the kingdom and everything, since they're still standing and all of that, and they have this now alliance with Rimuru and Tempest. Now I wonder if we're gonna be seeing them moving forward. That would be cool. And when they started this episode with the fight with then he wasn't Hiiro, right? He didn't have a name. He was fighting, and then you see Yamza, and I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm trying to place when this is happening, because clearly Yamza is dead. So I'm like, okay, when is this exactly happening? And then he got hurt. He got saved by Towa and his people. He went back to the ogre's village. You see these flashes of them playing when they were younger with Shion and Benimaru and the others. So I'm like, okay, in the flashback they were younger, so, and then right now he's older, basically sort of like the same age as Benimaru. So I'm like, okay, so it must not be that far away from where we're currently at in the timeline of things. So turns out that this was happening basically, when did Rimuru meet the ogres? Clearly was during season 1, I just don't remember, but it was, these things basically happened shortly before they met Rimuru, and Rimuru named them and all of that. So he got named by Towa, sort of like became I guess I'm not gonna say servant, but yeah, she was his master basically. And so because of the conditions that the the kingdom was in, he's like, okay, we need to ask permission from Rimuru in order to cultivate in the great forest of Jura. So it was when he was going there that he found Geld, and Geld being an orc and everything that happened between the ogres and the orcs, and he was of course super upset and started fighting him. And then that's when they got reunited basically with each other. It was nice seeing them, you know. They thought that the other died, so the fact that they got reunited was very cool. And so he explained the situation, what was happening in Raja. What was happening in Raja and with the queen, you know. So Rimuru decided to help. They go there. They're like, okay. When they were going there, Shion brought out her food. They were falling. Rimuru caught up to them and then went through the water, and then he had this expression. I'm like, okay, what did you notice about the water? And after they explained everything, in the back, they've always thought that it's because they were mining the gold for so long. That's what's poisoning the water, the lakes, like everything. And she has to use her tiara to cleanse the poison, to suck up the poison and everything. And excuse me, as she's doing that, her herself is being cursed, I guess. And they thought it was because of the mining of the gold, but that's not what happened, because the Rimuru discovered that circle thing. That's what was poisoning things. That's what was cursing stuff. So he absorbed it, cleansed everything, and everything was okay. And then you see this person that came and then was just like super upset that everything was, you know, hunky-dory. And he's like, oh, okay, they found this, they saw this curse orb that sort of like was rolling on the floor or whatever, and then he had an idea. He's like, okay, I need to create chaos. I'm like, okay. So everything was going well, and then Benimaru and Hiiro, they were there at the gravesite, and they got news that the queen, about to say the princess, that the queen fell sick again, because there was this whole lot of toxicity going around, and she had to use the tiara, and the honey was basically like holding her alive at this point. And I'm trying to remember the names of the bee in the. I know it's Zegion, and I feel like it's App something. They're the ones that were making the bees and collecting the bees, and you know, and all that. So the bees, the honey. So the honey was basically helping her stay alive. And Hiiro, he goes to the queen. He goes to her. I keep forgetting Towa. He goes to Towa, and is there by her bedside, and she basically told him to do whatever he wants. He gets out of the room, and then this dude shows up, and he's like, I have a way to save her. And he gives him this orb, this cursed orb, telling him that they could just use it to transfer Towa's soul into his, and then that was gonna save her and all of that. And because, you know, she saved him and he cares about her and everything, he's like, you know, I'm gonna do this. So he swallowed the orb. It goes to this underground place, and then she wakes up. They told her what they were planning to do. She wasn't okay with it, but then Hiiro's like, just you saying that is, basically cemented his decision. And then that's when Lacua, whatever, was started laughing. He's like, this is not it's not what I told you I was gonna do. And then he basically ignited the rage inside of him. And then, in order to compound that rage, he reminded him of everything that he's lost and all of that. So that sort of fueled the orb inside of him, and he just became like out of control. Meanwhile, you had, because when he did that, when Lacua caused the Towa to become sick and all of that, he also galvanized this neighboring country to attack the kingdom of Raja. So Rimuru had his people, Soei. First of all, he had Soei trying to figure out why they were attacking. And then Diablo came. I guess he was there just basically report on what was going on with him and am I forgetting his name? Oh no, whatever's going on in Falmouth. And he didn't have to be there professionally, but it's remote, so he wants to be there. So he was there, and then they were started talking about the magic circle that he destroyed and everything. And Diablo was like started doing 1 + 1 in his mind. And he's like, okay, I feel like I know who's behind this. And then he basically asked permission from Rimuru to cancel the curse, basically to go negotiate the canceling of the curse. Rimuru was like, okay. And then Rimuru left and went to transported himself and some of his people back to Raja, positioned some of them at key points around the kingdom to battle the approaching army. And then himself, Raja, Benimaru, Shion. No, Shion is also fighting over there. It was Shuna, yeah. So they went and were looking for Towa, right? And then they found her just in time, because she was about to use her tiara to cure, I guess, Hiiro. But then Hiiro did some kind of move that sort of like broke the floor, and she was falling, so she didn't have time to do that. So yay, Rimuru caught her, right? Shuna enacted this barrier to stop the falling debris and whatever from crushing them. And then Benimaru is there facing Hiiro. And then you see Lacua basically was like getting upset because Rimuru again was foiling his plans. So he tried to escape. He did some kind of smoke screen thing that was basically like, he didn't do nothing. We could clearly see you running away. So Rimuru went after him. Benimaru was facing each time I'm trying to say his name, I feel like I'm trying to say Hira or something. I don't know. Hiiro. Shouldn't be that hard to remember, Hiiro. Okay. So he was facing Hiiro. Shuna and Towa were making their way out. And all of that. Rimuru realized that Lacua was a demon. They were fighting in the air. He's like Game Point where he was like he was about to enact this powerful nuclear flame or something or other like that, and Rimuru just like bloop, and that was it. Like I was not at all worried or like I was just looking at him try to do his thing, and I'm just here like you are so below Rimuru's level, so I wasn't at all worried about anything. At one point, Benimaru and as the girls were trying not to escape, Benimaru and Hiiro's fight, like basically they came to the same area, and there was this giant boulder that was sort of like about to fall on Towa and a part of Hiiro. Hiro realized that she was in danger and protected her, but then he started rampaging again, started destroying stuff in the kingdom, and Benimaru went after him. And I think it was during that time that Violet basically admonished Lacua for everything, and basically telling him, I don't want to have anything to do with you. You're dead to me. Sort of like speech that she gave him, and then that's when he did the thing, and then Rimuru did the thing, and that was it for him. Now you had Benimaru and Hiiro still fighting, and as they were fighting, I'm like, it felt like Benimaru was struggling against him. I'm like, I said it. I felt like he was holding back, because I didn't feel like, unless I'm misjudging the strength of Hiiro, I felt like he was not at the same level as Charybdis, even though it wasn't the full Charybdis that Milim destroyed. It was still Charybdis, and I felt like Hiiro was not at that level. And Benimaru destroyed Charybdis, so I'm like, he shouldn't be having this, such a hard time with Hiiro, So I'm like, I felt like he was holding back, and then he's like, I'm not gonna hold back anymore, and then he does this dark flame kind of attack. But Hiiro was still okay after that. And he was about to attack Benimaru, and then that's where Towa got in front of him, and Hiiro recognized her and how important she is to him, and he just like, instead of him, like, the core ended up crushed it, and then that's where he died, and then she brought him back to life, and then she was dying, and then Violet brought her back to life, and then everything's okay, Now, Diablo was like, okay, I need to go renegotiate, right? So he goes to Violet. For some reason, I thought there was only 3 progenitors. I think I need to go back to that particular episode and ask myself why, and rewatch the particular scene where they were talking about the progenitors, and ask myself why I thought that that's what it was. Blanc. Wow. But I don't think there was a Violet that was mentioned during that episode when they were introducing the progenitors and all of that. So the fact that she was also a progenitor called Violet, this was like noir. Rouge is red in French. Noir is black in French. So Violet is violet en français. So it's like he went to Violet, and she was like, he asked her point blank if she was behind the cursed circle thing that was in the kingdom, and she's like, no. But then she went through when he first got there, he's like, she called him Noir. He's like, don't call me that, call me Diablo. Like, so you found someone to name you? And he was like, he's always so like condescending or something when they, during those kind of situations. But basically he told her that if she let the kingdom go, that he was gonna tell her who named him and everything. And then she went through the story of what happened, how she came to basically curse the tiara and all of that. And she did it basically, he said it was a game, but basically at the end of it, she's expecting a new body that she can incarnate into or something or other. But that's not what happened, because Lacua sort of like interfered with the pact that she made with the first queen, I guess, that summoned her and one that pleaded with her. and all of that. So because of that, she at first she did not believe it, and then that's when her and Diablo were fighting. But of course, Diablo was way stronger than her, and she was running out of time. And then her subordinates came up. One of them came up and stopped the fight and was asking Diablo to just let it go. And then the other ones showed up later and told her that what Diablo said was true, and that Lacua went and interfered with everything. And then that's when she's like, okay, so I guess I have to cancel this pact and all of that. So that's what happened. You know, when the before she left, Diablo told her that Rimuru is the one that named him and everything. So when she said she was going to cancel the pact, right? And then we go to the scene where Hiiro was dying, and Towa is like, I'm not gonna let it happen. And it seems like he was using the tiara's power to sort of like revive him, bring him back to life. I thought that was gonna make her body be sort of like completely cursed, and that was gonna be, you know, Violet was gonna take advantage of that and reincarnate in something or other like that. But then the tiara broke off, and then as she was sort of like became this little balls of yellowy balls, powderish thingy, and then that's where Violet was speaking, and she's like, she canceled the pact and whatnot. Sort of like basically because Lacua interfered with everything, that she was gonna be sort of like magnanimous or something or other like that, and basically bring her back to life or something. Now, I guess I'm confused a little bit as to what happened there. Was when the tiara broke and everything, and Towa was just flurry stuff flowing around. Was that the state? Was that what was supposed to happen before Violet can acquire this new body or whatever? Or was the pact, how am I supposed to say this? Like, was the pact broken by then, or was she in a state where Violet can, take control, but then since Lacua broke the code, she's like, you know what, I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna return you back to life as well, to make up for what Lacua did or something or other like that. Like, I don't know. So I was a little bit confused about that, but either way, everybody's fine. So yay. And then Towa was thanking Violet, and she was like sort of like blushing on her throne and something on other over there. So yeah. What else happened? I just remembered when Rimuru, I don't know what Diablo said, and Rimuru was like, "Oh, you still there?" And then he started crying. And that was funny to me. Yeah, so I love this movie. Loved it. And now I'm excited for season 3. Wondering which characters we're gonna be seeing. Like, if you're gonna be seeing Towa back, if you're gonna be seeing Hiiro back. Is Violet gonna play also a role later in the season? Like, any kind of new characters that we're gonna be playing. Also, we're gonna be seeing, also Rimuru comes back home. And there's all this damage around. Turns out that Veldora and Milim were fighting, and they said they were playing, but like, yeah, their versions of playing leads to damages. So, in Rimuru's punishment for Veldora was to tell him that he was not gonna give him sort of like the next volume of whichever manga that he was reading. Oh my goodness, he is so there's well, Milim is not part of it, but he is so like entranced with the manga stuff. Like each time they're having a meeting, he's lying down somewhere reading manga. So it's like, yeah, that was a great punishment for him. And then when it came to Milim, Frey showed up and was just like dragging her. I believe I said she's not gonna get any honey because you know she likes sweet things, and honey was the thing that sort of like made her become friends with Rimuru, sort of. So I'm like, she's not gonna get any honey. But no, Frey came and dragged her off. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the first episode of season 3, the link is gonna be in the pinned comment, so just click on it and check it out. I'll see you next time. Bye. Be strong in the Lord and never give up hope. You're gonna do great things.